Rock and roll. Welcome, everybody. That's my new rocking song for the month, Rise Above. And I'm very happy today to join the call. We have Chris Keller, who's our guest healer for today. Chris Keller provides an alternative to mainstream Western practices, working intuitively with modalities such as dowsing, metaphysical tools, radionics, and quantum touch. And he's been doing this for many more years than I've been doing it, and he's in freezing cold Canada. And we're going to welcome, let me unmute his call in 1 second here. Talking a little bit about you and then going to give your website, but I'll let you give yourself an introduction, maybe tell us how you got into healing and how long you've been doing it and what you do a little bit. Don't go too long because we're going to go straight to calls after that.
All right. I got into doing energy healing about 7 years ago or so. It happened after my first wife passed away. She had a rare disease called scleroderma. She passed away about eight years ago. And before I was doing this type of work, I was in the printing trade, running large printing presses. I did that for about 30 years. And when she passed away, my financial planner looked at me and says, "Chris, what are you doing working?" So I took a retirement at 45, which is kind of cool at my age. And the old saying goes, one door closes, another door opens, and all of a sudden, I haven't got anything to do. I'm basically wandering around the city. I met some people who do this type of work, people who do muscle testing, foot bath detoxes, herbs, and that type of thing. And I got really interested in it. And long story short, I started meeting more and more people who do the energy end of alternative medicine. And I took a real liking to it. And I found that I was very intuitive, and I could pick it up really easy. So here I am today. I've got a full clinic. I've got clients 10 hours a day from all over the world, because when you're working with energy, it travels at the speed of energy. So I got clients in Kuwait, Vietnam, lots of people all over the States, England, you name it, and I work on people all over the world. The modality I use is with a pendulum. And I also use sacred geometry like pyramids and different rings to move the quantum energy within your body to facilitate the healing.
Oh, so you like me, I kind of came at this kind of accidentally. It was through hardship, just like you. Your wife passed away. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I had 3 lost pregnancies, so not myself, of course. I didn't get pregnant, but... I didn't want to lose any more babies, so someone told me about this. I might be able to help my wife not lose another baby, so that's how I kind of got into it too. So that's kind of funny.
Awesome.
I find a lot of people go through a lot of hardship, and they finally find something that can help them with not having the hardship in the future. So are you ready? Would you like to take a caller?
Sure, why not?
Cool. Okay, I'm going to go with somebody who's called in before, and they were the first holding. If I can find the number, the switchboard. Oh, here it is. Okay. So this is Shelley. How are you doing?
I'm good, Tim. How are you?
Great. So I helped Shelley on a couple calls ago with her ileocecal valve was hurting, but I thought we got rid of the pain, but I guess she had some more pain come back in the ileocecal valve area.
Yeah, but it seems like it moved. It'll move from... Today it was in my right rib, and this evening it's in my left rib, and it just feels like I don't have any room, like my back hurts, and I don't know how to explain it.
Okay, well, let's see what Chris can figure out here.
Well, any time I'm working with a problem, and in order for me to find it, I have to basically do a full session and do clearings. When I'm looking for a specific health problem, so what you would do is you would tell me the symptoms you're having, okay? And what I also look for, as far as a health problem goes, I look for the typical physical problems like bacterial infections, viruses, parasites, mineral deficiencies and excesses, and that type of thing. But I also look for the spiritual component, particularly a spiritual attachment, like somebody who has passed away and their spirit is still wandering the earth. They can easily attach onto you, and that can be part of a health problem. I also look for things like negative energies, like voodoo, black magic, those are very real, and they do, they can be subconsciously transmitted from one person to another, and that could be a very big component of a health problem. So what I would start looking for is a blockage or an infection, that type of thing, and then look to see if there's any attachment. So in order for me to find something, I would have to do a full session just to do the general clearings, because there is things that get in the way. There could be spirits that are deceptive spirits that may not want to be found, so they set up different roadblocks or guards, if you will, and those have to be removed so you can really find the problem. Otherwise, you're just taking shots in the dark with darts, and sometimes you hit yourself in the foot, and it doesn't feel very good.
Right. No, I understand.
So, Chris, can you do anything on her for this pain? Could you?
You know what? I think we can. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to take one of my pyramids that I got with me, and I'm going to run some we're going to call it generic energy into the ileocecal valve, into the digestive system, and we're going to see if we can move out some pain. What would you say your pain level would be right now?
I would say it's probably a 6, but I haven't used pain meds for over a month, but I had to take some tonight because it was excruciating. So it's probably down to a 6 right now.
Okay, so let's try and take it from a 6 and bring it down to a 2 or a 3. How does that sound?
Perfect.
Okay, hold on one second. Okay, let's use the wet flame on the ileocecal valve and the digestive system to heal it and repair it. Remove all blockages and remove all infections. Use the violet bolt to remove all attachment. Okay, so it works as simple as that. So what I did is I added some energies and I took away some energies. And on your end, what you may have felt is a tingling or a pulsing or something like that? Some kind of energy?
Yeah, I felt it kind of moving, but it's like it'll just move around, but it's not wanting to leave my body. That's what happened last week,
Yeah, it definitely sounds like some type of attachment to me. And that's something that you'd have to dig deeper for to find out exactly what it is. Did your pain level go down at all?
I don't know. I mean, right now I still feel like it's about the same. But I guess to me, I don't know what the ileocecal valve is because I thought that was lower. Mine's like way up under my ribs, and into my middle back.
You'd have to use a pendulum or muscle testing to find out exactly where it is, because you may think it's in a certain area, or there could be another area putting pressure on that area. There's lots of things involved that you have to be, when you're using energy, it's very important to be 100% specific where you're working and what you're removing. Otherwise, it gets confused and it's not going to do it because it doesn't know what to remove.
Right. No, I hear you. So,
Chris, would you can you use a pendulum to ask her body where this pain is? And
we can do that. Hold on, let me grab one. I got a house full of pendulums here, and I got a house full of charts. I'm going to use a letter chart, and we're going to let's find out where it is. Okay, so sorry, what was your name again?
Shelley.
Shelley. Okay, where is the pain within Shelley's body? So this is going to take a second or so for it to spell it out because I don't have my full charts here. Where is the pain coming from within Shelley's body? Give me 1 minute. Where is the pain coming from? Okay, so spelling out, it's coming from her. Always gives you the long version. Okay, her pain is coming from. Okay, so here's the drum roll, please. Her pain is coming from the. A little bit of dead air, never hurt anybody. coming from the, okay, next letter. Let's see how accurate it is. Okay. Okay. The rest of the oh, coming from the gallbladder.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, and that would make sense. I mean, I don't have my gallbladder anymore, but you can still have the...
Your etheric template within your body is an energy around, it's in your aura, and that contains everything within your body. So what you could be experiencing is phantom pain.
Right.
Your body still thinks you have a gallbladder, but you don't. Okay, so what is causing the pain within the gallbladder in the etheric template? Let's see what this says. Okay. She is... Okay, here we go. Attachment is from... Okay, we're going to get this answer. We're going to move it out. Her attachment is from... Okay, it says the attachment is from Mars. Okay, cool. Give me 1 second here. Hold on. Okay, neutralize, eliminate, use a violet bolt to remove all Martian attachments within the gallbladder and the etheric template. Okay, so that attachment is now gone.
Well, I feel less pressure in there.
Okay, so what might happen here is generally it might take 24 to 48 hours for the energy to completely process. So sometimes it takes an hour, 2 hours, 10 hours, 24 hours for everything to settle down and to go away.
Wow. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
So, thanks a lot, Kelly. Please call in on the next show.
I sure will. Thanks, Tim.
Okay, take care. Okay, that was cool. So I use a like alphabet chart every once in a while. So I have one client who the other day I used an alphabet chart with a muscle test. It took a little while. I had to spell out. I spelled out the person's name from another lifetime because that's what they were still having. They wanted to the client wanted something with this last lifetime. So I came out with this name, A.R. Womhum. And I'm thinking, okay, this is not a word. ARWOMHOM. I think that's what it was. And I felt like kind of intimidated to tell the client this is their name in their last life because it just makes no sense to me. So I just asked them to ask this child, what does this word mean? And the kid freaked out and ran out of the room when he heard the word. And I guess the person found that Arwamham was the Sanskrit name of Om, which is the Hindus use for all that is.
Okay. Quite often I go into past lifetimes myself to find a problem because quite often it's karmic debt causing a health problem from a past life, and you need to get a bit of a story behind everything. And sometimes it does come up with words that don't make much sense, or it sounds like a saying from a fortune cookie. But if you just keep on testing, all of a sudden it starts to make sense. Like the other day I was working on a doctor in Arkansas. He's a client of mine. He's a surgeon. He's a general practitioner. And the pendulum wanted to give him some information. So it spelled out the phrase, "You're always going to be closer to your mother's uterus than your wife's uterus." And I said on the phone, I said, "Does that make any sense to you?" He goes, "Not really, but I did remove my mother's uterus in a hysterectomy." so you know, sometimes things start getting spelled out. They don't make any sense at all, but sure enough, you go a little further, and then they make a lot of sense.
So you want to take another caller?
Yes.
Okay, good. So since I accidentally picked up on one caller, and I'm going to try to get that. There's a lot of callers today. We're not going to probably be able to help everyone because there's a lot. It looks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 already. Okay, we'll go as long as you want to go, but I think I picked up on Roger, so we might as well go back to Roger here. Okay, Roger, how are you doing?
Good. I've got a lot, like this crazy tight jaw, which may be, you know, spiritual, but I also got hit by the snowplow in '98, and it's just ready to, like, break. It's just so tight.
Okay, so that's going to be muscular. What is causing the tightness within Roger's jaw? If I knew I was going to be doing this, I would have brought all my charts and we could have a whole lot of fun.
Okay, Roger, we're getting a big echo from you. Are you on speaker or?
No.
No. Let me just mute you for a second, and then I'll put you back 1 second.
Oh.
Okay, let's see. Is he there? No echo. Okay, we're going to try him again, Roger. Yeah, as soon as I unmute you, it echoes. I don't know why.
Okay, so it is his... Okay. It is his sock to the jaw. Okay, so I know what to do with this. Hold on. Is Roger still there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Neutralize and eliminate all trauma and shock from the accident. Eliminate all trauma and shock from the muscles within the jaw, from the jawbone, and relax and release all spasm and cramping within the jaw. Okay, so with that, you might feel a tingle or a pulse or something, and it might slowly start to loosen itself up.
Okay, thanks. I can feel it kind of unwinding.
Cool. That's how quick this work works. It's when you're using the tools like I've got, the pendulums, the pyramids, the different rings, it really transports the energy at a much higher rate and a much deeper rate. So people can feel it right away and they notice the difference right away. The other day I worked on somebody in Philadelphia with MS, not really severe MS, but enough that causes a problem with his walking. And I did 2 sessions with him. The second session, he was walking probably 80% better.
So yeah, I just muted. His line was echoing, so I muted him for the moment there. But okay, Roger. Thanks a lot. I'm not going to unmute you because it was echoing. But that's great. We have a lot of callers, and I'm sure you can't help everyone. But we'll just go as long as you feel we can go.
Let's do a couple more. This is interesting. I've never really done a healing session like this, so let's do a couple.
Pretty cool. So yeah, that's the one thing about my program is that we spend a little less time talking, a lot of times answering the phones and doing healing. So I do this twice a week for the people in the U.S. on Wednesday evening and on Sunday morning. So yeah, we do this. I usually go a half hour, but sometimes when I have a guest, I go a lot longer. I set the call for an hour and a half just in case we wanted to go longer, but we'll see as long as you want to go. So I'm going to just muscle because I have a lot here. I'm going to muscle test which one we should go with first. Okay, my body says this 909 area code 1. So the 909 area code, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Coca.
Coca, oh yeah, I should know 909. I haven't seen it in a while.
You forgot my area code.
That's California. Okay,
yeah.
So Coca, Chris can hopefully do something for you today. Let's see, what's one issue you want to work on today?
Gosh, I have too many issues.
Okay, well, let's keep it to 1 or 2.
I've been diagnosed with the breast cancer again.
Oh, wow.
And my cortisol is out of whack, my adrenal is out of whack, and hormones. And
okay, so let's just ask in general, what stressor do we need to remove from her body. Let's ask which is the number one stressor. This goes to the worst or the biggest one that we have to remove. What stressor do we need to remove first from the body? Okay, so it's spelling out cancer, okay? So now when you're talking about cancer, there's a lot of things involved with it. There's going to be a lot of spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical. Okay, so what is her cancer within the breast? What is her cancer?
Well, I had stress
Coco, actually,
before
he's asking
the cancer.
Yeah, Coco, he's asking his pendulum, so just wait for the answer he's getting from his pendulum.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, so what this is telling me, it's spelling out the word, the big red one, which is the devil. The big red one is in the lymphatic system. So we're going to remove that, okay? Now, when you're removing the devil, it's not this big, huge event. It's not, her head's not going to spin around 360 and spit out green stuff. That's for the movies, okay? So let's do this. It's use the Red Bull to cut all cords and connections, remove the devil from her lymphatic system within the breast and upper body, and send him back to hell for 1,000 years. Okay, well, he's still there. Hold on. Okay, so now that is gone. You might have felt almost a release or a lightness in about your body. Okay, what is the next step? What is the next step? What is the next step? Okay. The cancer is her left breast is so we're going to remove fungus. Most cancers generally are going to have a fungus component along with bacteria. Okay, so neutralize and eliminate all fungal and mycoplasma bacterial infections within the lymphatic system and the entire left breast. Okay, so you might have felt a tingle, you might have felt a pulsing, you might have felt warmth. Did you feel anything happening when I did that?
No.
No? Okay.
But the mycoplasma, I know, the doctor found that in me too.
Good. So we do have a confirmation on things. Generally, in a work on cancer, it's a mycoplasma and a fungal infection. Mycoplasma is a bacteria that doesn't have a cell wall, so it can easily get into any cells within your body and cause havoc.
Yeah.
Right. There are some very good minerals that I use for cancers. One is called germanium, which is helps to correct the pH within your body. So when you take that one, it helps. It's called a cancer eater. It helps to eat up any cancers and change the pH in your body to take the environment away. I also use liquid platinum. Is very, very good. They use it a lot in Germany for their chemo and radiation treatments. I also use liquid gold, which is very good for cancer. So those three minerals themselves, when used in conjunction with energy work, they do a real number on cancer. They do a good job.
Okay. Well, I've been studying hyperbaric tank too.
Okay. What I would suggest, if you really want to beat this, is to go to my website and get my contact information. Book an appointment with me. My sessions are very inexpensive. I only charge $55, and we spend a whole hour going front to back and clearing things out.
Yeah, I got your website on the computer.
Okay. I just need to inform everybody that the website is chriskaler.net. That's my new website that I just had made up, so it's no longer chriskaler.webs.com. It's chriskaler.net.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm sure that website would take you to mine, but just so you're sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Oka. Please call in the future. I'm glad you caught us at the last minute. You thought it was a different day. So we'll talk to you again.
You know, hi Tim. I've been muscle testing, and for some reason, after all this, the past life is coming to in my. And I've been clearing that. I have no idea how to do it, but for some reason, you go to, inherited emotion, and then it's not from mothers, and then if it wasn't that I was listening to your show, to ask if it's from the past life, and then it would say yes. But I would ask how many times, and I would do that. So I have no idea how many times I'm going to have a past life.
You've lived billions and billions and billions of past lives, so maybe you have still stuff from many lives. So keep at it, keep doing it. Get a hold of Chris.
Yeah, and this breast cancer, I am going to go for second opinion, but cortisol and stress, the adrenal and whatever. And I did another saliva test to see if my cortisol is high all the time, and I'm going to see a doctor on. For some reason, I'm not stressed about breast cancer. For some reason, I almost think I don't have it.
Maybe you intuitively know you can get rid of it, so just go with your feelings. So anyway, we got lots of calls today, so thank you, Coca, for calling in.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Okay, Chris, bringing up cancer. We have so many calls holding, so I don't want to be taking up time on me. But speaking of cancer, I have cancer. No, I have a little skin cancer on the back of my shoulder, so the doctors say. But also, just like Coca said, when they said you have cancer, I kind of just went, yeah, right. I don't believe it.
So they're really quick to go to the diagnosis of cancer because, it's the worst case scenario. So if they say, oh, it's just an infection, all of a sudden you die of cancer, they got egg on there. So of course they're going to go to the worst case scenario and treat the worst case scenario and hopefully get rid of whatever's there in the process.
Yeah. So I have this little bump on my back, which I was a body surfer all my life, growing up in Huntington Beach, California, and then when I came to Japan, I became a snorkeler. So my back has been exposed to the sun without sunscreen for many, many years, and so if it is sun cancer, it's no big. It's no surprise. I mean, my back's always in the sun, and I don't wear much sunscreen ever. So I wasn't surprised if it is, but I just feel like, it's not really cancer. But anyway, the bump's there, and I want them to take off the bump. But the only problem in Japan is when you go to the hospital to take off anything or do any surgery, they keep you in the hospital for 2 weeks.
Wow.
So it's really crazy because my 2-week vacation starts on the Monday, and I'm going in on the 25th, which is Christmas Day, to get it removed. I keep asking my body, and my body says, no, it's going to go away before the 25th, so they're not going to be able to do any surgery on you. So I'm just following everything my body says, and my body says to use MMS. I've used.
Tim's shoulder. What is the bump on Tim's shoulder? Let's find out what it is, buddy.
Okay. Thank you. I didn't want to really. We have a lot of calls holding, so I guess I'll work on myself for once.
The lump is...
It's actually on the trapezius muscle of the back of my left shoulder area.
Is not cancer. It is... Hold on 1 second. It is... Okay. getting a funny answer here. It is what? Yeah, what's this? Yeah, it's looking like a fungus, okay? Let's do this. Neutralize and eliminate any fungus within the skin and underneath the skin on Tim's shoulder blades. Now tell me if you feel a tingle or something going on, Tim. The funny thing is, right when you started asking about it, I used to have a really bad left side of my lower back sciatic problem, but as soon as I learned body code and emotion code and other healing techniques, I've kind of got rid of the pain. But just recently, it started to like having a little bit of pain in that area. But right when you just started asking about it, it started like that lower back area was like some kind of a movement in there. Like there's. You know what? When I start doing this work, as soon as I start, just delving into what's going on with your body, my guides are over there right now, and they're doing the work right now. Okay, they start before I even finish. So quite often, people, as soon as I just swing the pendulum, they're like, it's gone. So swinging the pendulum just gets things activated and gets things started right away too. Cool. Yeah, because I don't know, but yeah, I don't feel anything in that area. I just feel like in the lower back area, which was a problem before in the past, so somehow this might be related. I had, when I first learned about the body code, I had 2 different types of parasites, and I got rid of those. I had mold, so I used neem, and I started needing neem again, and I used MMS because I had different fungal and bacterial problems. But I got pretty much, but my body says still to use neem now and to use MMS in the bath. And I just started, I don't know if you've heard about it, DMSO, dimethyl. Yeah, I've heard of that. What I would suggest is liquid silver and oil of oregano. Okay, the funny, right when you said the liquid silver, I muffled when you said oil of oregano, I didn't feel my shoulder pain or anything. I don't really have pain in that area, but right when you said that, it like flared up. So it's wanting that, and I just muscle tested. Yeah. So the oil of oregano, I'm gonna get that. Okay. Hold on. Let's add oil of oregano to the bump. Okay. Which is intended in. Add oil of oregano to the bump, to the lump. Okay, so you've got the energy of oil of oregano in there. Cool. Simple as that. You can intend anything you want. I know, it's amazing because I've been doing this for now almost 2 years, but every day it amazes me because I do just like you do, and I just, like sometimes I'm working with a client and they're dehydrated and they can't drink because they're talking to me on the phone and they said there's no water around. I say, okay, I'll just drink it for you, and then I drink the water and they no longer dehydrated. Right. Yeah, it's amazing. Called working with a surrogate. Yeah, all my clients are long distance. I don't have any. I actually had a couple in Japan, but it's just, I live in Japan and it's hard to communicate with Japanese people, so it's easier for me to work with people. In Winnipeg, very, very closed-minded people. If I had to rely on the city of Winnipeg to keep me going, it wouldn't happen. If I didn't have clients in other cities and countries, then I would have to shut my doors. Yeah. Okay. So we've already gone pretty long, but we can go as long as you want to go. Would you like to take another caller, or would you like to? Let's do one more. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, I know everyone wants me to take them, but I'm going to muscle test because there's. But what we're going to do, Tim, is we're going to do one more, and then what I'm going to do is again run a general healing energy, so anybody who's listening could possibly get some kind of healing. Okay, Dithika, good. I know who this is. So do you want him to work on your son?
No, on me.
On you?
That's who you're talking of. Yeah.
Okay, so Dithika, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, we can barely hear you, but that's okay. So, are you, sorry, I almost, Chris, are you there? I'm here, yeah. Okay. So, I think if I'm getting the name right, it's Dithika. And what's the issue, Dithika, you would want to work on?
I would find that I do have many issues, but maybe Chris could find out. Like I have arthritis and closing, so whichever is the best. My joints are kind of all.
Where is the worst in your joints? Which joint hurts the most?
Which joint hurts the most?
Right now it's, I would say the hip and the groin area.
Okay. So what is causing pain within the pelvis area? What is causing pelvic pain within Disika? It is... Okay, so what we're going to remove is nightshades. Now, if you don't know what nightshades is, I just did a whole lot of research on it. Nightshades is from different plants like potatoes, tomatoes, eggplant, and the leaves that these plants bear have a toxin within them that prevents bugs from getting into them. And when it gets in our bodies, it can cause a lot of pain. So let's try this. Okay, neutralize and eliminate all nightshades, plant toxins, surfaces, powder. Okay, so Jessica, did you feel any kind of tingling or any kind of pulsing?
Jessica, can you hear us?
I must have knocked her off her chair.
Yeah, I heard a lot of noise. Jessica, are you there? She's obviously, something's moving around on her end of the phone, so I hear a lot of noise on the phone. Jessica, did you feel a difference? Did you notice anything? Okay, very interesting.
Yeah, I knocked off her chair.
Okay, sorry to laugh, but we have to laugh about all the problems too. It helps it go away. So yeah, somehow she's not able to speak now. So maybe whatever you did was working because her line's unmuted.
That's basically the gist of my work. Is I ask questions, I get answers, and you know anybody uses a pendulum can get the wrong answer. Okay, anybody can do that, but to get the right answer, you have to have the right connection with your guides. You have to ask the right question. When I'm coming home from work and my wife calls me and says, "Where are you?" I say, "I'm in my truck," okay, because that's where I am. So you have to ask the right question in order to get the right answer sometimes. And then what I'll do is when I get the answer to verify it, I will ask the question a different way. And if I get the same answer, then you know you're on the right track. So that being accurate with this is key because ultimately, if you're working on people and taking their money, they want results. So you have to make sure you've got the right answer.
Yeah. Cool. So once again, Chris Keller is spelled, his website is www.chris, C-H-R-I-S, Keller, K-E-H-L-E-R.net. So I'll post that one. I had the other one, the webs.com, but I'll post the new one on the Facebook page so everyone could. And if you could, I sent Chris the link to the Facebook page. If you can go on Facebook. Are you on Facebook? I know I saw a page of yours that I liked. If you can go on there and post anything, then they can get a hold of you directly through Facebook. Or some people like to just do through Facebook. I don't know why. A lot of people contact me through Facebook more than any other method now. Become the new kind of superseded email. But yeah. So cool, great. I hope it's not too cold over there. I hope it doesn't get colder, and I hope you have a great holiday season. Before we go, do you have any last things you want to say to everybody?
Well, if anybody out there is experiencing a health problem, any kind of health problem whatsoever, and it's constant, do a parasite cleanse. I do live blood analysis within my office, and 9 times out of 10, somebody comes in with an allergy or a skin problem or a bowel problem, and it's a parasite. So everybody should do a parasite cleanse at least once a year, if not every 6 months. That is going to help in a lot of different ways. Make sure your minerals are balanced. Make sure you're taking a really good mineral supplement, a good liquid mineral supplement on a daily basis. Also, omega-3s are very important. If you have all those three things going on, problems should start to go away. If they don't, then you need to go a next step and access a practitioner.
Cool. So yeah, I had also, just like you said, I had 2 parasites, and I found out about that 2 years ago. Once I got rid of those, I had skin rashes, I had gas problems, I had pain in my back, I had runny nose, I had so many things, and once I got rid of the parasites, it was like everything slowly started to go away.
There you go.
Do a lot of damage, yeah. Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much. Hopefully in the future we'll get you back on, and I thank you for taking the time today, and we'll talk to you again in the future.
Wonderful. Thank you for having me on, Tim.
Thank you, Chris. Take care.